The following is for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors. We are not responsible for any losses, only the profits.
Octo Nation, it's Charlie. I'm going to be your host for today. Today we're taking a look at the big news on the block, big boy that happened today, which is HCAC, the Hennessy boys. They finally came out and admitted that the merger was with Canoo. What is Canoo? They are the skateboard company that they make the electric bottom plate for vehicles, and they're paired with Kia, Hyundai, all sorts of stuff going on. They've also got their own thing coming out. It's like a bus, but all sorts of cool other things. I got lots of information to go over. Today, this stock absolutely went down, which is not good. Or, I'm hoping that, I think a lot of people were still kind of hoping it was Proterra, the big bus company that was first people were talking about. But I think what people are focusing on is this little mini bus thing that's coming out, and they're not looking at the big picture. So I'm going to try and paint that and see if this is a good investment for you or me. I think it's a good investment, and I'm jumping in, I'm staying, but let's take a look at what we got. So what have we learned since this announcement? They're focusing, these guys are smart, by the way. They're looking at this as a business and not just like a hype train wannabe vehicle. They already have the vehicle. This is business, and these guys are smart. So they got 3 phases of revenue streams. Canoo has a multi-phased approach to generate revenue and growth operations. Timing, today, they already have the skateboard, the whole electric platform that they can plug up into anything. Electric vehicle concept design and engineered services to auto OEMs and other strategics. Then in 2022, they're going to do business to consumer, which is going to be the first van bus thing. These things are kind of growing on me. They're actually kind of cool. I still don't think I'd buy one, but I think they're cool. I'm not sure where it would place itself in the right type of city. Maybe if you're in a smaller town or something, I can see myself maybe having one, just thinking it's funny and cool. It's like a big party in the back, or any sort of business. I think this would be great for, even like an Uber driver and stuff, because you got the whole back lounge piece. It's pretty neat. They got no commitment subscription program that includes a vehicle and other services bundled into a single monthly payment. Basically what they're showing is they're looking to make money. Then they're going to focus on business to business, and this is where I think we've got a huge opportunity thing, and I think these are awesome. This is the Canoo delivery vehicle, Canoo skateboard licensing, and upside potential. So what they're saying is they've basically got a big cube bus that UPS could just buy solely, or they're saying again they could just license that Canoo to Workhorse even, because the thing about this platform is there's nothing as small and tiny and easily plugged up into stuff. So Workhorse does a lot of like converting and stuff like that. But if Workhorse were just to start buying these platforms from Canoo, they might even be better off, because they seem to be pretty plagued by putting stuff together, timing and all that. But if they could just buy 100 or 500 or 1,000 of these platforms from them like that, and have them delivered to Workhorse, and then Workhorse can put them together for even like the USPS contract, let's just say, they could have something major and super fast. The Canoo vehicle offerings, the first one is they're calling it the lifestyle vehicle. It's the bus, 250 mile range, totally standard, 125 miles an hour. Then you've got the delivery vehicle. They're putting it at 200 mile range, which is more than enough for any UPS driver. Total cargo volume is big. They can carry weight. Flat skateboard design allows for maximum volume efficiency. And this is coming out 2023. And then in 2025, they're coming out with the sports vehicle. This is like the big sedan thing that's going to compete with the whatever the big Tesla is that came out, like the first one. This one's got a 300 plus mile range, 4 to 5 passenger seats, smaller footprint than the Tesla Model 3, with capacity for as much as twice the interior space. So that's the other thing with this platform. Like I was saying, it's so tiny that it just creates more space. So you can have a smaller platform or wheelbase, but inside you feel like you're in a way bigger vehicle. So it's kind of cool. Second consumer vehicle introduced via subscription compliant LV line. So again, they're doing subscription on these. It'll be interesting to see how the subscription can work for like the work vehicles and stuff, because guys can trash these out pretty fast. I can see like electricians or something banging hammers on the side trying to get them in or whatever, but we will see. And they're showing compared the bus basically to the Honda Odyssey, which is one of the best selling minivans out there, Tesla 3, Volkswagen Golf. And And what they're showing is the cubic feet of passenger volume per foot of length is 13 compared to Honda Odyssey at 9. So astronomically bigger, more volume to put stuff in, load up the kids and throw in the toys, and the raft's already blown up and all that. So they're fully autonomous, compatible, so they basically got everything in it. They've got 7 cameras, 5 radars, 12 ultrasonic sensors. It's steer-by-wire, brake-by-wire, software integration module, LiDAR ready, which is the graph stuff. You all into the graph stock. Let me know down below. I'm still in the graph also. But that's just, saying they're ready to make this thing drivable. There's sensors to tell you if there's someone on your side, all that. Upgradable artificial intelligence control module, uniquely integrated with third-party next-gen autonomy. Here's this delivery vehicle again. This is kind of cool. So again, the cargo volume is maxed out. The length is short though. So they're showing the length of this one is only 5,000. I don't even know what this is. Let's call it 5,000 inches or something, compared to the Ford Transit, which is 5,300 length, or the SS Workbox, which is 5,800 in length. But still, even at the shorter base and the shorter vehicle, it's able to have more cargo room. That is huge for carriers, absolutely huge for United States Postal Service, UPS, plumbers, everybody. The more space you can throw stuff in a smaller package, amazing. Even the wheelbase is 2,800, let's call it inches, compared to the SS Work, which is 3,500 basically. So you're like a third of the space you need to get even more space. Okay, and over here they've got a little skateboard. This is kind of hard to see, but they've got a little skateboard here that's like transporting, with like a little cargo area on top that's transporting boxes and then taking it to the vehicle. I could see them using that in, let's say, airports. Airports, I could totally see them using that for baggage, and they can just move them that way. Maybe they get rid of that full circle thing at the airports and just have those standing there. You just put them in, lock your stuff up, and it takes it off. They've got a cool concept with this also in here, the seating and stuff. But, imagine if you could tell UPS that you could store 20% more boxes in these vans versus anyone else. They're going to be like, that's huge. Let's pay attention. That's massive. So the direct carryover content from core skateboard technology includes powertrain, battery, electrical architecture, thermal system, only minor modification and repackaging required. Chassis is crash structure, strategy, and body design will be modified to facilitate dimensional performance and cost requirements. Utilize experience from LV platform to accelerate customization time. Top hat design utilities simply and modern aesthetic to specify engineering and manufacturing, reduce costs and time in the market. So contract engineering and licensing opportunities. So this is kind of cool too. So they're doing partnerships to validate Canoo's technology and generate revenue that reduces companies' overall execution risk. Select customer types: technology companies, delivery vehicle OEMs, passenger vehicle OEMs, autonomous vehicle technologies. Activity overview: they're looking to make $120 million next year just in contracting and licensing opportunity. So like, for instance, from Kia or whatever, Kia's like, we want electric vehicles. They say, sweet, here's the platform, just build the body, throw it on top. So they're already projecting $120 million next year. In the pipeline, they've got 7 projects that they're talking about that they've already been working with. Potential projects: designs, new vehicle, contract engineering, skateboard licensing, and vehicle sales. Select projects: Hyundai, new vehicle contract engineering, validated skateboard technology over 12 months with multiple on-site visits. Here's a good nugget here. European auto OEM, delivery vehicle contract engineering, last mile electric vehicle delivery solutions to win contracts and logistic players. It sounds like to me, they've been talking to a lot of people, but even the European market. So wouldn't that be funny if they ended up hooking up with Volkswagen? Because Volkswagen's always got drama going on, but I think it'd be hilarious if they ended up pairing up with them, creating the skateboard, and then what if it eventually ended up going to Fiskart or something, man? You just don't know. The artificial intelligence and virtual reality startup design. Canoo recognized that vehicle platform and AR integration with potential for significant vehicle orders for partner. Tech strategic, contract engineering, and vehicle sales. player in smart car and autonomous vehicles that has identified Canoo as a base platform for integrated systems. So I actually got the price of the monthly subscription figured out for everybody. It's down below. I didn't mean to do that. I was going to put it here, but it does include charging, maintenance, and registration. So charging, maintenance, and registration. It does not include insurance. There are big articles out there like Barron's. There's an article here showing where they say it comes with insurance. Where is it at? Right here. Subscription fee will include maintenance, insurance, and access to charging stations. They got this twisted. So it's actually, what this officially says is that it comes with, basically it says public charging included. So it's saying your charging is included. But it says access to insurance within the Canoo app. What that means is, right off the bat, when I hear that, I think they're going to try to make money off the back end for selling you insurance. This does not mean it comes with insurance into the price. And logistically thinking about it, there is probably no way that they are ever going to be able to come up with a exact set rate for insurance unless they come up with a big, huge blanket umbrella policy and run it through there. But that seems like an absolute nightmare because I don't know. I don't know what insurance company would take that, but everyone's got a different rate for insurance. Can you imagine how are they going to give a guy with bad insurance cred the same as another dude? So if they do it, they'd end up doing tiers. And again, they can end up making money on the back end, which is huge, but don't think that the pricing is going to include all insurance. Yeah. What it's going to do though is offer no upfront payments or breakage fees. You pay month to month. Maintenance is included, which is huge. Absolutely huge. So not only consumers, but like I said, fleet people like plumber company, right? The maintenance is included. There's no real oil changes or whatever because it's electric anyway. So, what are they going to do? Just check the wires and make sure they're connected? The other thing that's included is registration. Like that can and will be massive, especially because they're trying to launch in like LA. I don't know if you ever registered a vehicle in California, but get ready to pay. I think the last vehicle I registered, I think it was like $1,500 or something. And it wasn't something too crazy that I was registering. But regardless, it's a lot of money. All right. No dealerships. That's fantastic. So no upfront payments or brokerage fees upon termination either, versus sizable down payment and least costly opt-out features. So we've all seen the commercials for vehicles where they say at the low monthly lease rate of $399 a month, Volkswagen, whoever, BMW, an attractive price at $649 a month. And then the bottom right will be like, with $8,000 down, right? So they never talk about, oh, you got to get $8,000 down. Speaking of $8,000 down, I think that's what you got to do for the Fisker Ocean that's coming out. It's going to be $39,999, I believe, and I believe it's $399 a month. But you also, I believe, have to do an $8,000 down. That might not be correct. Correct me if I'm wrong, but all these lease payment stuff out there always requires a massive cash flop down. This is not including that. The minimum term is 1 month, so you can just go get one for 1 month versus a fixed term of 2 to 3 years, like normal leases. No dealers and direct to consumer versus picking up car at dealer networks. So yeah, you just go pick it up. Digital first experience versus complex paperwork, physical process. Includes benefits within monthly payment price versus payment that only gets you a vehicle. Canoo keeps the vehicle for entire life cycle versus sending to resale auction after lease ends. And I've calculated this out 10 trillion times that no matter what, every vehicle's got a monthly payment. So, because the deal is when you buy a new vehicle, it's under insurance. So it seems like the second you get a vehicle that gets out of insurance, that's when stuff goes wrong. All of a sudden the tranny starts slipping, and then you got to pay $3,700 to get a new tranny. Now you can take that $3,700 and divide it over 2 years, and you still got your monthly payment of $300, whatever that is. So no matter what, it costs to own a vehicle, and I like this. I like where they're going here, and I can just see it so full circle and just be huge. So they also showed some new vehicles, which amped me up. They've got a truck, sports car, all-wheel drive vehicles, last-minute delivery vehicle, the true modular platform garnering interest. Look at this truck on the bottom right. That thing looks beefy and cool. I like it. And then you got what looks to me like a total hypercar. Super low. I mean, it looks like a Lamborghini, you know? And then you've got this like Ford Bronco looking thing here, Toyota FJ Cruiser. That thing looks dope also. So they've got 9 they're showing here, and these are all just one skateboard plugged up underneath it. So that's cool that you can have everything from a minivan to a 4-wheel drive, you know, to a hypercar all on the same platform. It's awesome. And then here's the sports car that they're actually releasing themselves to in 2025. I think this thing's pretty cool. You can take a look at it here. So, you know, like we've mentioned before, Hyundai and Kia, they're all over it. Hyundai, again, if you forgot, they doubled down on its recent commitment to invest $87 billion. So at first they were going to give them like $45 billion, and they came out like, dude, we're going to give you $87 billion. So they're totally partnered with them. And it looks like they're probably going to be the ones who are manufacturing pretty much everything for them, which I think is just insane. You know, and looking at this too, I mean, imagine if Hyundai ended up buying them out someday. Monster. Hyundai Motor Group and Canoo to perform, go develop. You know, they released tons of articles. Motor Trend, TechCrunch, Forbes came out, said we're highly impressed by the speed and efficiency in which Canoo delivered their innovative EV architecture, making them the perfect engineering partner for us as we transition to become the front runner for the future mobility sector. I think that these guys are a little bit ahead of pretty much everyone is out there too, which is crazy. So Canoo has reduced the risk of its manufacturing strategy by working with a tier 1 automotive contract manufacturer. You know, so it's already said and done. They're using them. They've already got vehicles. Hyundai's already got the vehicles they're making. The concept's already rolling. There's tons already done. Everything's done. The ability to manufacture on demand with quick scale volumes up or down, which reduces overcapacity and production risk. Canoo is much less dependent on new vehicle sales through its unique subscription model, which is projected to generate superior margin versus direct sales, consistent cash flow, money, all right? So manufacturing process, they're just showing standard EV manufacturers what they don't do, what these guys do. They reduce cash capital, plugs into an up and running world-class manufacturing system, ability to quickly scale, leverages existing manufacturing know-how and process, reduces overcapacity and production risk. And again, the cool thing is Hyundai came in, paid them money, billions of dollars, to use their platform, and then now Hyundai's already done a lot of legwork and spent extra money figuring out how to get their platforms. They've already got their cars and the SUVs and all that. I don't know if you saw that video, but I've already talked about that. I'll put it in the description or something. But so Hyundai's already done a lot of the work for them, okay, for figuring a lot of this out. In fact, they paid them to do it for their architecture up there. So I think that's pretty huge too. So they've got just saying initial purchase, required tooling, you know, support of engineering, vehicle distribution. They're going to help with that, you know, getting the vehicles in and out. That's huge too. Okay, you got it built. Now, where are you going to take it? How are you going to take it there? You know, this is the stuff that, all the questions that I think everyone is asking Fisker. Like, okay, so you got a company who's supposedly going to make it, and you're also telling us exactly how much it's going to cost. But you don't even know that yet because you don't even know what battery system you're going to use. That's what sketched me out about Fisker. But these guys got it figured out. Even the moving the vehicle around, you know, it's not going to come from Austria and you have no idea how much it's going to cost to ship it yet. You know, they already know all this for the most part, it seems like. So the production facility strategy, the body shop and full assembly, no paint shop needed, flexible production volumes, capacity 100,000 a year is what they're saying they can make. So they got an efficient process where, I mean, it's just slapped. I mean, they've got it, the E-coat skateboard assembly, the E-coat upper body, slam them together, interior exterior assembly, end of line testing, finishing. I mean, they've got it down. The whole process is done. So Canoo versus other competitors in electric field. They went against Fisker and then Lordstown on the right here. So the number of employees, Canoo's got 300 out the gate. In fact, they got a lot of awesome backed employees, guys from Tesla, BMW, lots of Tesla guys they bought, which is fantastic. Fisker's only got 49 employees, Lordstown 70. So funding prior to the SPAC transaction, Canoo has already got 480 million. 130 million cash available. Fisker only had 15, Lordstown only 15 million. So number of prototypes, this is big. Canoo's got 32 beta properties and 13 driving prototypes. 13 driving prototypes. Fisker, 1. Lordstown, 1. This is huge, right? They've got over 50 physical crash tests completed. Fisker, 2. Lordstown, 2. In-house design and development, proprietary electric skateboard, patented skateboard architecture. Of course, Fisker doesn't have that. Lordstown does have a battery pack and body and frame design. There's suspension too on the Canoo. I don't know too much about suspensions, but they've got that figured out. It's custom and it's also smaller, so you don't have to throw like the shocks all the way up in the control arms or something like that, but that's good. Business to business offerings. So Canoo's delivery vehicle has 3 configurations. They actually have like a mama bear, baby bear and a papa bear, big and big, small, medium. Contract engineering, engagement, skateboard licensing opportunities. Fisker's none. Lordstown is the endurance pickup. There's a summary of financial report. I'll leave this up for you to look at, but basically they're just showing that they're slated to actually make money next year, which is crazy, like compared to all these other people that don't even know what they're doing yet, and I'm still long-term. Don't think I'm not long-term on any of the other companies I'm talking about, or I think they're cool, like SPAC. I actually think long-term they'll be fine, but just trying to compare apples to apples here, that these guys do have a lot already done. They are ahead of the curve, for a lot of this. Okay? And they're already projecting, just year over year, just absolutely killing it. So they got illustrative subscription unit economics, again, just basically going up. The lifetime, so the total lifetime revenue, I believe this is millions, I'm guessing, is, let's just call it 90. Total lifetime vehicle cost, 57. Total lifetime profit of vehicle, 33. Total lifetime margin, this is what really matters here too, is they've got a 37% margin on the vehicles, which is huge. Okay, so 37% margin on the vehicles. And this might be in the thousands. So 33,000 probably. Yeah, there you go. 000 zeros. I guess that's, yeah. So total lifetime profit of the vehicle, $33,000 per vehicle. That's huge. Okay. I know on like, American cars like Ford and, Mopar and all them, I mean, they're barely making anything. If I had to put a number on it, I'd say maybe 11% if they were lucky, but more, in the single digits for sure, where most cars manufactured that make it is in the, the expensive upgrades, like the Platinum Edition Escalade that costs like another 23 grand because it's got some fake chrome on it and stuff. That's where they make their money, okay? They don't make it on like the base models, but this is just the straight regular model. In fact, I don't even know. Did they only have one model or two, or we'll find out. It sounds like to me it's just one model so far, which is probably smart. Subscription versus sale. They're just showing 100 one-time sale revenue minus the 80 vehicle cost equals 20 direct sale margin. Okay, so they're saying 20% direct sale margin. Subscription model, 225 vehicle lifetime revenue minus 145 lifetime cost equals 80 subscription model. So that's basically 4x is what that looks like. So they're saying they're going to be 4x, yeah, there you go, 4x margin for each vehicle compared to new ones, or buying them normally. So that's huge. They're going to 4x their numbers per vehicle sold. Dude. So Canoo delivers outsized value at cost equivalency. So this is showing that, Tesla, BMW, Audi, they require sizable down payments. We talked about this at the beginning, multi-year commitments. They'll be like, you got a year or 2-year lease, 8,000 down, fragmented vendor landscape, difficult to manage. I agree. But with the subscription model, they've got no down payment, no terms or commitments, no dealers, no DMV or registration, thank God, no out-of-pocket maintenance, and unified experience through the app. So there's an app that kind of makes it easy. That's cool. So how do you do it? You just apply for the subscription. You receive your Canoo. Once approved, you go pick up your Canoo at a nearby location in your city. Use the vehicles if you owned and leased it. The vehicle of minimum 1 month, but come on. Experience the peace of mind and flexibility of 1 monthly payment for all your vehicle needs, insurance, charging, registration, routine maintenance, all included. Well, look at that. It does say it right there. 1 monthly payment for all your vehicle needs, insurance, charging, all included. that's a trip, because in all the SEC filings I could find too, it directly says access to insurance. It never says included, other than right here is the first time I've seen it. Again, I still think that's totally up for debate. I don't, we'll have to see what they come out with. Like I said, they could end up doing, tiered, like, if you're a B-rated driver, it'll be, 5% more, or you're a C-rated driver, it'll go up even more, something like that. But the payments I have calculated at the bottom, it's with the numbers they gave, so maybe that's including insurance if you're a good driver. I'm going to wait until we're more clear on that from them, or they come out with some more SEC filing about it, because right now that's not clear, but it does say it right there. If this includes insurance, that'll be absolutely nuts. Then after that, you drop off your Canoo at the close location. So here we go. So the monthly payments Canoo revealed. So subscription volume, basically the more they sell, they're actually going to lower, it seems like, lower the payment. All right, but the first tier up to a 10,000, it's going to be $658.33 a month, which to me is cheap. That's including the registration, no DMV stuff. That's including all the maintenance. All right, I mean, that's pretty big. And then from there, it says it's going to go down from like $630 to $617, $620. Let's call it like $650-ish, right? So $650 a month for a brand new vehicle. And again, remember, like right away, I've heard people saying, yeah, but the Fisker is only $400. You got to put money down, I believe. Last time I checked it, you got to put money down, or maybe it's the big credit they're going to have. I don't know. But regardless, this is going to sit around $650 a month. I think that's a good price point, totally doable. They are going to try launching this just in LA and in California, probably straight up LA, and then they said certain cities, I think like 13 cities or something, to get this thing going. So I think that this is going to be big once people try to look at the big picture. If you haven't seen the Hyundai stuff, look at my last video where I show their cars and their concept cars and stuff on it. It's super sick. Okay, they got some awesome stuff coming out. So how does everyone feel about it? I know a lot of you might be hurting because the stocks went down a little bit today, but it really wasn't too bad. Let's reload this real quick. There's actually something else I want to show you in here. Yeah, this good guy here, his name is Caripo. He's got his own YouTube channel. I don't know what it is. If he's in the video and you're watching, dude, put it down there and I'll pin it at the top. But he said, so I looked at FMCI, which is the Tattooed Chef SPAC chart on DA. The Tattooed Chef was announced on June 12th, the morning of. There was a huge sell-off. It wasn't Impossible Burger. So everyone was hoping it was Impossible Burger. The final price at the end of the day was $13.20, lower than the previous day's close of $13.50. Then over the course of the next few days, people did their due diligence, realized that Tattooed Chef was a good target regardless, and the price rose back up, hitting a high of $18.50 the day after June 17th. The Bazinga article came out much higher than the pre-DA of $15.50. So this is basically when it came out. So the announcement came out right here when it's blue, and then look at that, it just tanked hard. Everyone's like, oh, sell. It just went super down. But then people kind of realized what was going on, like, dude, let's get into this, And that's what's cool about this now is even if you're not in Canoo right now or HCAC, it's almost at its floor right now. Like, I think it's like $10.50 for the commons, which is almost at its floor. So worst case scenario, you might lose like 3% of your money or something. So I still think it's a fantastic play. This one still might take some time, for people to figure it out. But the big picture of this is seeing all the other places that can get in on this, to those skateboards, and then all the engineering stuff they do, setting it up for people. I think it'd be massive. If you have any other plays you want me to take a look at, please put them down in the comments. I appreciate everyone, and thanks for all the help that everyone's been giving me, trying to hit me with some plays and stuff to take a look at. That helps even the ideas, because it brings my mind to other places. So thanks again. I was going to put out another mining video today, but this came up. I was like, I know everyone's got questions, and I want to put out a video that's going to go over some things. So subscribe, be sure and subscribe down below. It definitely helps out the channel. And of course, give us a thumbs up. And remember, we're still doing the silver giveaway. So you leave a comment, you're already entered to win some silver. Good luck.